Right, guys. Sun's finally out here now, and we've risen from -3 to -7. There's +7, um, so we're heading for 15 degrees today. Anyway, um, I'd just like to talk about the channel because I noticed, like the other day, it's nearly at 1,000 subscribers. So that should really tell everyone something about YouTube and about how you can kind of share things and someone's somewhere is kind of maybe interested in the lifestyle and even the opinions what other people have, like me, and it's easier to explain them here to more people, which you never really meet normally. I'd only meet the people where I've lived basically here, and most of them don't speak English. In fact, virtually all of them. So this is one way to sort of get some communication out and describe what it's like to live in these places where there's, you're the only English speaker, and and it doesn't bother me at all. And I know enough Bulgarian easily to get through the day, and but the actual opinions and stuff like that, it's like a little bit more difficult, like in-depth conversation, and they wouldn't really um, sort of be looking at the stuff I'm talking about, which is trying to encourage other people that it's not that great in the West and the UK especially, um, and there are alternatives, which there's a lot of people talk about, like moving from the UK these days, and this is one channel which mostly the best views I get on it are like comparisons, especially cost of living and sort of and living living styles really. This is good for people who like basic living. This channel and basic food and I haven't got a lot of aspirations about like flashing cash or anything like that. But the frugal videos do quite well as well. Frugality, cost of living, and because that's what I'm not like into it. I'm just that's how I am. That's how it is, and it's good to share those things with people who just who can't seem to understand what frugality is. So that's another thing of trying explain that it's not like sitting in a dark room like doing without things. Far from it. Far from it. Because once you get beyond the frugality and beyond the debt, you've got a lot. You've got a lot more money. In fact, at your disposal, a lot more, and huge amounts of money if you want to. Depends how you invest and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's the channel, and I started it as a bit of a joke, and because I was looking at these mainly cooking channels, and they were getting like millions of views. Frying an egg, how to make a fried egg, and there's still a couple of them. If you search on YouTube and have a look, fried egg, there's some with like 1 million views, and like I thought everyone could fry an egg, but apparently there's 1 million people who had to look it up on how to fry an egg. But it's like, and I was one of them but I looked at it just to see how many what it was like, and because I saw the views and then I clicked on it, you know. So I thought, well, I'll have a go at that. I'll make a fried egg video, which hasn't done as well as that. I think you've got to get some sort of algorithms and stuff going, you know, and thumbnails and all the rest of it, which I'm going to get into. But like for the meantime, I was just trying to get to like see what happened and see what does okay and what doesn't. Like the ones I do a lot of editing on, like traveling around and that, they don't do as well as just narratives. You know, on frugality and cost of living, and things like that. You know, and it takes ages and ages with the one that I use, which I'm going to change the editor because it's free. It's going to be, well, it's slow, and it drives you mad. It drives me absolutely up the wall. That's why I don't edit much. But I'm gonna address that because I want to do more road travel next year, and I'm going to carry on with the channel. I've decided that already. So so that's where it's headed, and once you get the I think you need 1,000 views, 1,000 subscribers, which I've nearly got now. So this is another opportunity for this video to ask people if you haven't subscribed. I mean, it doesn't really take anything. Just press a button. And most videos you see, they ask to like and subscribe, which I never really do, because that wasn't the object of the exercise, really. It was just to start getting better skills on presenting stuff, and I do all my videos in one take, so it's a bit hard really to sometimes to keep the mind, the track going when there's background noises. And I just made 4 or 5 attempts to do this one, and there's some twat in the trees up here with a chainsaw, and it goes quiet and then it starts again. So I've had to abort now about five times. So I mean, you know, he's not trying to annoy me. He's trying to cut trees up, but like, it is annoying. And you think it's all gone quiet, and then obviously he's had a cigarette or something and starts again, you know. And that's the type of thing you've got to put up with, you know. And I had a load of traffic just about 10 minutes ago. And it's like the quietest place in the we're in the middle of nowhere. And it can be noisy, you know, with various things, streamers and thankfully we haven't got many dogs around here barking. There's one that's just about in earshot right down the road there, but it's so far away that it's not really annoying. But I can't stand barking dogs. I can't stand them at all, because I don't know why they need to bark all the time when there's no real point. And the owners, I don't know how they can live with it, you know, but they don't seem to bother. They don't seem to hear it sometimes, but maybe it's part of the background noise. But it really does annoy me. I mean, more than anything, dogs barking, and I like dogs and animals and cats and birds, and you know. But dogs barking, and especially this persistent barking that you get sometimes, dogs, and it's a lot of it's when they're tied up, you know, and you can hear the kind of pain in the barking, you know, because they don't know, they can't move around much, so they don't know what's going on beyond their length of their chain, you know. But that's getting addressed slowly in Bulgaria, actually. People are looking at dog. They haven't got dogs on chains so much as they used to. They have... I mean, there's all the motorbikes going now. In the middle of nowhere. That's all the motorbikes going off-road, scrambling up the mountains every weekend. So that's the type of noises you get, and they can throw you off your thought train, you know. But that didn't. I'm still thinking straight. So here's an opportunity. Like I think it's virtually on 1,000. Now I haven't looked into the money side of it, and people do this for money, or you know, I think that's the aim anyway. Some of them, and they use all this AI now. And I made a couple of AI videos, and I think they're terrible. I really do. I can't watch them. I can't watch them. Most of the people I watch are people talking, you know, and giving ideas and opinions on various things. Maybe some politics. And I follow the conflict in Eastern Europe, because in Ukraine, and I follow that, and various other things. I like travel videos, some of them, but these AI ones who just and they keep showing stock footage, and sometimes it's not even the place what they're talking about, you know. In fact, a lot of it isn't. It's just garbage, you know, and they have all this music yakking on in the background, you know, and it's all the same stock music. And I don't like all that stuff, but some people do, you know. But I do like travel videos on there, and especially the cost of living in various places, you know. The slow travel, those type of vids, are quite helpful, because I want to do a bit of that. Well, at least in my head, I do. I'd like to go to, and I don't know whether I ever will, to Vietnam, or anywhere that you can go on $1,000 or less a month. I can do that. You know, that's I can do that budget. Well, I could do higher, but like just run out of money quicker. But because the main aim now is like I'm not treading water, but I'm on a budget and I've got some quite large investments as well. But I'm on like a budget, so it preserved the investments and get to the close to the retirement age, and it's no hardship for me, because I enjoy, believe it or not, I enjoy virtually every day. In fact, I would say 99.5% of days I enjoy. I have the odd down day, and or something that if you're not feeling too good or whatever. Very rare, very, very, very rare do I not enjoy a day, and I don't do nothing spectacular, you know. I like researching things, and I like all sorts of things, you know. So yeah, so if you're not subscribed, I mean, even if you don't want to watch these things anymore, if you could subscribe, it would help now. And I haven't looked into the income, and I have no idea even how it works at the moment until I get to 1,000 subscribers, and I think it's on 990 something now. So if you subscribe, I'll find out, and then I'll tell you. Tell you what happens. If they send me any money. But at the moment, I mean, I don't even know how you get money from YouTube, whether you get it in the bank or it goes into PayPal, because I could use PayPal, or the bank or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. But I'll find out, hopefully. If you press subscribe, I'll tell you in the next few videos how it works. But that wasn't the object of the exercise. Obviously, some people do it for that reason, you know. And there's some people got millions of subscribers. And there's some people buy them, actually. You can buy subscribers, apparently. Which I have no interest in any of that. This is for just people who like obscure kind of ways of life. Because apparently what I do is quite obscure, you know. Living in an old ancient house in the mountains in Bulgaria. It's not actually, you know, isolated, you know, as such. You know, I've got all the creature comforts. I've got everything. You know, there's a supermarket. It's quite new. It's always been a shop there. But we built this supermarket. It's fantastic, and for me. And it's just a stone's throw. It's only a couple of miles down the road. 5 minutes in the car, less, about 3 minutes. So it's very close, and I can get anything I want there, virtually. I do need to go to Lidl now and again for stuff, but I wouldn't have to if I didn't want to. If you know, it's not like an absolute necessity, but like I do like certain things that you can get in Lidl, because of my culture. You know, we all have these things. I'm not like a mad I need a full English breakfast type of thing on holiday or anything like that. But like I do like certain things, like bacon, British style bacon, and you can get that in Lidl, and it's good. And there's very little else I miss, you know. And you can't get everything in Lidl. You can't get HP sauce in Lidl here. They don't have it. So I had to get that from online shop from Sofia. So yeah, it's for frugality is not. That's another thing. I want to do more on frugality, and that it's not about doing without things and being miserable. At all. In fact, I love it. I find it like the challenge of not spending money. I find it like it's like a hobby. It's a buzz for me if I don't spend money. That's the other thing about the channel. It's like those videos do quite well, and I've done the last 2 or 3, or you know, I have talked about the road trip, just for the odd people who might like that type of thing, but they don't do that well, the road trip videos, unless you're filming the actual road trip, which I aim to do, but I can't film my road trips now because I'm driving all day, and I've got to look after these OAPs who are with me more and more. And I sometimes, well, if a certain person doesn't come, I have to sort out all the accommodation and everything, and make sure they haven't forgotten all the tablets and everything, because they like taking all these medicine tablets and everything, you know. So I've got a kind of I've got my plate full without trying to film these things, but I'm planning to go on some slower travels, which I'll actually stay 2 nights or even more in places. They like to move every day. I don't know why, they just do. I think that for them the trip is the time in the car, the scenery. I think that's what they like the most, you know, and seeing lots of different places, as many as you can, and that means moving. you know. But if I want to do some footage of places, which you do, and even explore them a little bit more as well, because we only generally see snapshot, and I'm sure we miss a lot of things. I'm sure we do, because I keep finding things even here, and I've been here 20 years just in this little area, and I want to find more of them as well. It took me ages to realise that you don't have to go far. A lot of things are right on your doorstep. You drive past them every day. I found a load of walks in the mountains here, right from the house, even at the last house I was in. And I didn't know they were there. And they were there all the time. There was bridges over the river, like for pedestrians in the middle of nowhere. And I didn't know they were there until I actually walked out and walked around with the dog, and I found some other valley walks as well, and all sorts of things, and it was amazing to realise that like in the UK, traditionally people have to drive or go on transport to beauty spots because where they live is horrible or nondescript. So they've got to travel sometimes long distances. Unless you're in Scotland, that's quite nice if the weather's okay. Okay, so yeah, so this is the one video I'm gonna ask you if you can subscribe, not necessarily like, but subscribe, and then I can get over the line, and then we can find out what happens. Because and I'll look into it. Okay, thanks. Cheers.